Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and I love building decks around certain cards. Like, so we chose Lorescale Coatl here as the card that we're trying to build around, and I know that we're playing things like Uro, we're playing a bunch of other like card draw type stuff, but it is so powerful. So whenever you draw a card, you put a +1/+1 counter onto Lorescale Coatl. We actually have seen this type of card before at the 4-drop slot with Jace's Projection. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter onto it, and we found that they can be really powerful, but only one copy of it wasn't quite enough. Having 2 copies so we can kind of fill our deck with a little bit more of that effect is really nice. And then we just have so many fun ways to draw cards in this deck right now. And so first off, Joriel works great with this, being able to draw multiple cards in a turn. It helps us create lots of cats. Nadir Kraken with our ramp package with Growth Spiral and Uro, we get to actually have plenty of mana to be able to create tentacle tokens with this, grow our Nadir Kraken as well, kind of in the same fashion that Lorescale Coatl and Jace's Protection do as well. Then we've got Teferi, Master of Time, which lets us draw cards every single turn, which pumps these guys up like crazy, filters through our deck, and it kind of mills us a little bit at the same time where we're just kind of getting through the top of our deck, which adds in our one other win condition with this deck, which is Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. I was playing this on stream and we were just having fun kind of today, just kind of shooting the breeze, playing some good stuff, and Jace actually won the game with this one, and so it is totally a possibility. And so with this deck, that's basically the game plan. Draw lots of cards, have a lot of fun stuff with it, and build a massive board full of creatures with lots of +1/+1 counters, and go wide with Joriel, Nadir Kraken, go through the air with Brazen Borrower and Hydra Krasis, and just have fun doing it. And if all that fails, we try to ultimate Teferi or Jace, Master of Time, or Wielder of Mysteries, and actually win by milling. So this is the game plan. This is the deck. We're gonna go have fun with it. So wish me luck. Make sure you like and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch if you guys want to check out stuff a little bit earlier in advance. Link will be in the description below, and let's go and jump into the gameplay. All right, up against KZM, bring it on. This is a little bit awkward. We have the opt, we have some more scries and stuff. Hydra Krasis is good like turn 4. I want to keep it on the power of scrying and opting, and hopefully getting to one of our early game creatures. Let's lead off with just the scry. All right, Lorescale Coatl, sweet. Perfect draw for us here. Scorch Spitter. All right, Castle Vantress, pass the turn. YouTube intros feel weird live. Yeah, so we are playing this live as well. So yeah, that's why you guys can see the chat over here. I forgot to mention as well, this is the last day of the featured Wizards sponsorship stream. That definitely made a lot of sense there. All right, opting here. Yeah, to the bottom. Yeah, this is a little bit of an awkward hand. All right, so Lorescale Coatl go past the turn. Basically, if we can keep this alive for 2 turns, we're going to take a bunch of damage, but then we should be able to like kind of stonewall them a little bit here. We can draw a card and then Hydra Krasis as another just chump blocker, and then maybe Jace's Projection with 1 big blocker. I think this should work out. The issue is that this deck should have lots of shocks, should have lots of things like that, so we're in a lot of trouble just having this die. If they haven't done it immediately, though, we may be okay. This is the deck I haven't actually played yet. Yeah, playing Cavalcade for sure. Annex comes out, okay. So potential Embercleave coming up soon too. All right, so we block and kill Scorch Spitter. They create the token. We take a bunch and a half. We get to play Hydra Krasis. And then pray. I think a forest. So X2. This will probably just chump block the Pyroling. And then we're hoping that Embercleave doesn't come down. No attacks past the turn. Double Growth Spiral is not bad either. You don't like Cavalcade? Yeah, Cavalcade is pretty busted in general. Embercleave also really busted. Kind of terrified of that. I mean, if they feel like if they had the Embercleave, they would have just played it immediately. All right, yeah. This ain't great. So now we can chump block the Annex with the Krasis. Yeah, if they ever find the Cavalcade, we're in so much trouble. All right, so chump here. Block and kill. Again, if we get this big enough, we can kind of create a stone wall effect. Man, we really needed to hit land there. Because if we can go Jace's Projection again as for another big creature, that'd be nice. Maybe it is just Hydra Krasis. Like if we can go Growth Spiral into land, we can Krasis X1, but don't actually draw a card. How big can we get this? Potentially an 8/8, which still doesn't actually survive through the Annex. I think it's just another Hydra Krasis here. We can still chump block the Torbrand. Brazen Bar was actually pretty sweet. All right, so no attacks past the turn. I think that was the right play there. This means even if they have Embercleave, we should be able to survive it. Maybe. I guess no, because we're going to probably have to chump block there. All right, Fervent Champion's annoying. They have Castle Embereth online. Yeah, Brazen Bar was going to be pretty sweet, though. They're not acting confident with this attack, which means that they probably don't have the Embercleave. They have Castle Embereth, which they might just be trying to go for as much damage output as possible, as well as like things dying is fine because it makes them go wide. I'd love to be able to kill the Pyroling here. The hard part is whenever like the opponent thinks this much, it also makes me like dive like, oh my gosh, what all could happen here? This is insane. And it is a little bit. All right, so chump you. Yeah, there's nothing better than that to do. So the question is whether or not we're blocking the Pyroling. If they have the pump, that's fine. This is based off the power. If they have like shock our face a couple times, we're in a lot of trouble. But then we'd also probably be close to dead if we don't block it. So this is the play. All right, damage goes through. And land for making that a 3/3 would have been amazing as well. It's my boy Rainbow. What's up, bro? Welcome, welcome. All right, going wide. That is an issue. So we can bounce the Torbrand and get some value at this Brazen Bar. Unfortunately, we can't block like anything though. And Shockland doesn't help much in this situation. All right, so let's go with... I mean, Jace's Projection is our only blocker. Go for Opt first, I guess. Kraken. That would have been great a couple turns ago, maybe. I don't know. I think, yeah, I think that we're dead no matter what. What else can we find? Joriel, I guess, but we're already drawing the extra card. Yeah. Here's a draw reel. We have to bounce though, pass the turn. So we can kill Annex. Take 5, 6, 7, 8. Bounce Torbrand. If they pump with the Embereth, then we're just dead. Yeah, so good game. Yeah, we're definitely dead. We can go ahead and concede now. I mean, even if they don't find this, like, we have no way to go wide enough in time. Like, maybe holding on to the Nadir Kraken for that case would have been nice, but we were just a little bit behind in that game. I think, again, that's the issue. I think we were on the draw versus the play, which up against Mono-Red is always a bad deal. Basically, always. Quick reminder, too, if you guys haven't already, hit the follow button, and it would be greatly appreciated. We're so close to 2,000 followers. So close. All right, no green mana. But an amazing hand if we find it. Brazen Borrower to kind of hold us off if we don't. These are always the ones that are so risky for me because I feel like I just always want to keep these hands. And we're obviously going to find the green mana. That's just how it's going to go every time. Getting down to playing the percentiles. Uh-oh. On the draw against Mono-Red. Yay. All right, Omen of the Sea is actually one of the better draws we can find here. That's not green mana. All right, well, they're not playing a lot of stuff, so that's at least something. All right, Vantress, pass the turn. Opt, another good draw here. All right, this is light up the stage, I'm guessing. They just had an awkward hand. Or this is the 6/6 trample dude. Yeah, okay, that's cool. So I think we find green mana right now, and then we Brazen Borrower it on their turn. That's a lot of green mana. Yep, keep all that. All right, so Forest. So we have Brazen Borrower and Opt. I guess we can do it at instant speed. So we pass the turn. All right, attacks in. I'm just gonna theft that real quick. No big deal. Don't worry about it. Oh, I guess I could have spiraled and bounced. That's true. Yeah, hitting the ramp would have been better, even with the shock. Yeah, no more ops. Let's go for more lands. Why does this not have reach? All snakes should have reach, right? That's how it usually goes. All right, we're gonna go for Uro. Let's just go for ramp. Try to find a Hydra Crisis. All right, we have to shock this in. Pass the turn. I mean, we can also play out Brazen Borrower as a blocker for later turns. Spear Spewer. I mean, yeah, because this doesn't have double strike, and so we still get to do quite a bit of damage to it. I mean, we still get to do the damage even if it gets pumped. All right, there's Hydra Crisis as well. All right, well, we're doing the things. We are definitely doing the things. All right, so we can go for Uro and Brazen Borrower. We have 7 mana. Trying to think if we can go for anything else. Like, we maybe just play Kraken here. Start going a little bit wide on the board. Or even the Coatl. Instead of going for Uro right now. I think I'd rather Kraken here over the Coatl at the moment. So play that, pass the turn. Yeah, the trample from this is definitely annoying. If we can get this up to a big enough creature, though, they won't have much to deal with. Another Spear Spewer. That only does so much. I mean, it does make the Incinerator cheaper again. But then we just have Uro to be bringing back soon anyway to block every time. Like, we got over the hump of bad plays. Yeah. They did all the things that they could do. Once we get past like this next turn, we should be able to win. So swing in, please. Thank you. All right, we will pay 1. We will play Island, Coatl, and Uro. Pay 1 more. And then double Hydrocrisis. Yeah, this is good. And we'll go ahead and swing in. These do damage to themselves as well, to the opponent as well. I mean, they can also just hard cast this Incinerator now. Let him stage. That is a lot of lands. Yeah, I think the big Hydrocrisis should be the game here. We go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Land will probably just take up the Kraken instead. They have something that they can play, or maybe it's just this. Dude, all right. That's a few crazies. It's X6 right now, so decline. Draw 3, grow 3. We do hit land, nice. Yes, it's so good. Oh man. We will keep land on top as well, because that lets us go to X8 with the Krasis. So no attacks past the turn, or we can play Joriel and play another one, just keep going really wide. I think next turn we start swinging in aggressively. This is fun. This is really fun. Dude, when this deck goes off, it is so good. Oh, that's right. They do get to ping stuff down. I mean, they are potentially going to run into just a bunch of like skewer the critics and shocks and things like that, which could potentially kill some of our creatures, but I guess Joriel probably isn't the best play either then. Yeah, maybe we just go for X8 with the Krasis and start swinging in. All right, so X8, Hydrocrisis, draw 4 cards, grow this by 4, swing through. We probably just go with the Hydrocrisis over the top right now. That is a lot of lands. All right, yeah, just swing in here, no reach, right? We have lethal in the next turn. They have to swing in aggressively. Yeah, I don't think there's any way back from this. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, we could have done a few other things like Joriel, Kraken, Uro, crate stuff, everything like that. The biggest issue is that if they have any way to deal damage to our face, which they already have 2 points of damage here, that gets to kill the Joriel just from those 2. And then if they have like a Sewer the Critics, whatever else, they can end up killing a lot more of our board. This is a way that we can guarantee, like, get the damage into face. Is this just to an opponent? So it only does 1 to them. Okay. So that's 3 damage they get to hit something with. Dude, Torbrand with Spear Spewer Incinerators, that's actually busted. All right. So they actually get to kill the Coatl here. Wow, all right. Does it again. Down to 16. These guys will do 12 plus 4. Are we dead? Come on. Not like this. If they have another kill spell in hand, we're in so much trouble. Or wait, why would you kill the 1/1? They can't go face. Getting through with trample would have been better, so they should have just done this here. It would force us to block with everything. As long as this one survives, though, we win. So yeah, we have to block with both. It's exactly lethal if we don't block anything. If they have like a Skewer the Critics or something like that, we're in a lot of trouble as well. So block with both. And then try it and hope that Krasis survives here. I mean, there is a small chance it doesn't. All right, so swing in. And that's game. All right, sweet. Woo! Oh, man. That was actually turning around. Torbrand with the Incinerators is kind of freaky, actually. All right, 1373. Let's keep going. All right, I'm not even going to try with this name. I'm up against this guy. And we're going to keep it. Joriel turn 2. Hopefully we find some ways to draw cards. A second Joriel after that is not bad either. Ooh, Leyland of Anticipate, or of Abundance. We might just bounce that, actually. They don't have any way to ramp right now, so Joriel first, and then bounce on the next turn with Fable Passage. Alright, Incubation Druid. I guess I want to make sure we're hitting more land, so we have a chance of hitting another land after this. So let's go ahead and try to swing in, see if they'll let it through. Yeah, got him. Actually, I guess we bounced the Incubation Druid instead. Because it just slows them down for more turns than the Leyline of Abundance does. Because, I mean, they still were ramped up to 4 mana with that. With just this out, it's nothing. Yorvo. Okay. Alright, this is Gem Razor. Counters onto things, make them give trample, that kind of stuff. Alright, so... we probably just go bigger than they are. We can go Jace's Projection, like we can go wide here as well. I think Jace's Projection is the right play though. Pass the turn. What's the highest I've ever been in Mythic? I've been in the top 100 one time, I think. And part of that is because if you just play things through at the right times, it works. Oh, man. Land would be grand. I mean, I guess if we hit land, we can play Coatl. Or potentially Brazen Borrower. Alright. Alright, swing in here, pass the turn. So they went for the Beast Whisperer over the any ramp spells, so they don't have a ton of ramp at the moment. Elder Gargaroth. Alright, now we need to draw lots of cards. So land for Krasis X4 would be amazing. Yeah, we're fine chump blocking for days against this guy. Trample guy's another story. Okay, untapped land. Untapped land would be great. I guess we can find Opt. So still X2 here. All right, there we go. We found it. Yeah, play out the Triumph now. Pass the turn. Maybe holding on to that for more card draw would have been nice, but we'll see. I mean, they're playing a lot of big, beefy stuff. That is for dang sure. They're drawing lots of cards as well. We should be able to close this game out, though, with Jolrael at some point. So let's see how they swing in. Incubation Druid, draw more cards. Yeah, uh-huh. So I'm expecting to swing in with, okay, that's fine. Okay, opt. Another Krasis. We will keep the Crazy. Give me land. Land is grand. All right, X5. And we could wait for, hold up for another opt again if we wanted to, but yeah, I think that... Yeah, I will just go X5. All right, no attacks past the turn. I think that we win by trying to draw lots of cards at some point. Stonewalling the game, trying to get to... Oh my gosh, that is so much mana. Dang it. All right, so they are tapping for... Oh, it's disgusting. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. Everything has trample now. Alright, Brazen Borrower helps a little bit. What do we bounce, though? These both have reach, so we can't really get in through the air very easily. We're gonna opt first, just to try to find anything else that we might want. Another Coatl's not the worst, but it's not anything amazing at the moment. That's not much better, though. All right, so we have enough to pump up and maybe get them with everything gets X4, so... The issue is the Nixplumation. I think that we have to bounce that. So we'll do it on their upkeep. No attacks past the turn. Maybe we should have gone in for aggressively in the air with the pump. All right, so bounce the Nixplumation. I'm kind of hoping we can trick him into trying to tap down now. It is on the upkeep. They'll lose all the mana. But I mean, maybe they can put it all into Leyline of Abundance. But yeah, just replaying it's probably their better option here. We don't have a way to give ourselves trample. Maybe like something like Pride Malkin or something like this would be decent. I don't know. It's kind of an awkward card in our deck still, though. The Gargaroth could be okay, though. Ooh, and Great Henge. I mean, maybe we can hope that they just mill themselves out at some point here. Oh man, we're doing busted things, but I don't think it's quite the same level of busted that they have going on over here. So much mana. Yeah, draw some cards. Throw the Yorv. Protection from blue. They can give it haste and trample. Might be worthwhile to swing in here. Oh, they missed the mana there. Alright, well then. This also has reach, so now going just through the air doesn't help a ton. How do we actually win this? I don't think Okay, Growth Spiral. I mean, we keep losing cards from our hand, so this isn't helping at all for the Joriel plan. Oh, I should have played that out. All right, well, we have big creatures. That's about all we got going for us. I'm going to let them play this out because just how awesome what they have going on is. So another Leyland of Abundance. Nyx Bloom Ancient is busted here. So these tap for 3 times 3. So 9 mana each. Oh gosh. Yeah, Nalia's Intervention. Leyland of Abundance a couple times here. Oh, these guys can't actually block anything anyway. So this should be game. I just want to see how big it is because it's looking fun. That's a little bit loud. Sorry, guys. If it's loud for me, it might be even louder for you. Whew. All right. Yeah, Cyclonic Rift would be nice now. Seriously. Let's get rid of our interactions. Why not? I could have pumped everything up to 2, which would have been exactly how big everything is. The only thing that would help actually is this would become a 2/2 instead of a 1/2. Yeah, no blocks. Negative 73. That was... I mean, I like losing to decks that are that janky. I'm not gonna lie. That brings me a little bit of joy. All right, that was fun. We are playing pretty janky stuff in Arena or in Mythic. I mean, what we were doing was pretty busted too. We just didn't have Trample. I could maybe see like something like Garruk's Uprising could be decent in the deck, maybe as a 1 or 2 of. As Garruk's Uprising would give Trample to everything, it still draws us cards. Our cards, like the Coatls or Jace's Projection, should be 4/4s, so we at least draw cards as it enters the battlefield. And then Hydra Krasis and Uro work pretty well with it. Yeah, I guess we keep this. Nothing on turn 1 or 2, but really good plays for turn 3. There's a turn 2 play. There we go. Okay, now we go Joriel into Uro into Kraken, or maybe Teferi. We'll see. Do you have a Rada deck? Yes, I do. We did a Brawl Rada deck just a little while ago. That's actually coming out tonight, I think, on YouTube. As of when I'm recording this tonight, whatever, yeah. All right, Solemn Simulacrum. Double Kraken. I mean, Kraken is a little bit better late game, so we're definitely going for Uro here. I guess we don't swing in against the Solemn. Do I want to hold on to the op for later to have like something with Krakens? We already have the Teferi, so I guess we pay 2, try to find more land. Now they're thinking like, oh, it could be Mystical Dispute. But once they play Nissa, okay, no Nissa. We dodged the Nissa, life is great. We have a shot. Grazer, let's go ahead and off now. No, we need lands. Double Teferi Master time. Well, we are playing Teferi. We have a good discard now.
Who's ready for a good time?
Pass the turn. So Solemn Simulacrum, when it dies, they draw a card, so they're going to be attacking in aggressively. Oh, that's rude. This deck might need Nissa as well, huh? All right, so they go X4. Let's see here. Actually, they could just go X2 and hit. Let's see here. That is a lot of Nadir Krakens, which just die to the Ugin right away. So I mean, I guess we drop one of them. Uro. So X4 clears the board, swings in.
Reality is unwritten.
All right, so I'm wanting them to force the -3. So, we need a land for that to work. I could also just flash in Brazen Bar, swing in for 3. I guess that's the better play. Yeah, pass the turn.
Ghost fire, my greatest creation.
So another Brazen Bar would be nice. Uro. It's just not enough. Okay, Fable Passage I think gives them enough cards to play Uro again, so they're gonna play out Uro here. Which we can actually do the same thing so that they're gonna have to -3. Although we're gonna take that away from them with the Brazen Barber. So we are still in this game. It's just a little bit awkward. Swings in for 2. Yeah, that's fine. Please don't find Mystical Dispute at the end. Okay. All right, Fable Passage. Swing at Oog. All right, so they can pump and kill an Uro.
Do not.
Or sorry, not Uro, the Brazen Borrower. So I think we need another thing in the air here. So go for Krasis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So X5. Yeah, X5. And if they run into another Ugin, we're in lots of trouble. We can take our beats from Uro for a little bit. We have our own Uro to play. As long as we kill the Ugin, we're in decent shape. So yeah, they can take up, kill Brazen Borrower. Yeah, we just take our beats. We can't even block the Solemn Simulacrum right now. Because if they draw into another Ugin, we're in lots of trouble. So once we can like create a bunch of tokens and chump block for days, hopefully we're in okay shape. Yet a massive Cranko, that is awesome. For the love, come on. Alright, takes up, kills the Brazen Borrower. I mean, they found it. They did what they needed to. Is there, if we find our own Brazen Borrower again, we maybe have a shot, because we can bounce, play a blocker. I'm just going to show them what we're doing here. All right, good game. Yeah, cannot beat the Oog. Actually, we could have beaten one Ugin. Double Ugin, a little bit worse. I think that Ugin can be banned for sure. I think that Uro is the real card that needs to be banned right now, though. It's just too good. All right, up against Skarkus. Bringing on Skarkus. Awesome ramp package here. We can also play Coatl. Hopefully we find like something to play with it right away. We'll see. This is the awkward thing with these Coatls is you want to play them on turn 3, but you also want to play them when you can immediately get value out of them. At the same time, having them on the battlefield and just getting value from drawing cards naturally is not too shabby. So we are going to grow Spiral into Coatl, and then Uro and Omen of the Sea. If we hit land. Pass to my turn. Ooh, and Joriel. Guess this is better now. All right, let's go Omen of the Sea. Not another Joriel. I think we also just need land here, so Kraken as well to the bottom. Kraken could be really nice. Yeah, to the bottom. We can run into more. There's land. Okay. Yeah, Ugin may be a lot worse after rotation. I agree with you there. I have no clue why this doesn't have reach. Probably because it would be too busted. But still, why? All right, so let's scry first. I think we're done hitting our lands now. Lorescale Coatl. Opt now so we can hit the token. All right, if we swing in, they gain 1 life and take 1, so it doesn't do actually anything. They block here, let this go through. This has lifelink, so it doesn't really matter. So pass the turn. Again, snakes without reach are funky. Luminous Broodmoth. Ooh. Dude, that is so pretty every time. All right, well, I will bring down Answer for Broodmoth. X4. Ooh, yes. It is happening. Swing him in. Down to 14 past the turn. I mean, they can do some pretty busted things. I'm guessing this has Vito and Cruel Celebrants in it. And a Baneslayer Angel. That's not the best for us. Alright, so we can win by having a massive Hydra Crisis. So let's grow Spiral first, I guess. I guess Uro. Okay, play Triome. All right, let's swing in with Coatl. We have 1 more card draw, so we can maybe outpace him a little bit here. So hit in for 9. Breeding Pool tapped. Down to 5 past the turn. I mean, they get to gain some life back here. How much mana did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9, which lets us have a 7/7. A 6/6 is enough. And holding back for the cycle might be nice. Whatever. I think it's still fine. Played out past turn. That's an Ajani I haven't seen play.
I will be there.
2 counters on up to 1 creature.
I will not give up the fight.
Serious? That's a thing people are doing? Alright, no blocks. I mean, we get to kill this guy at least before they can put counters onto this. And we get to bring out an answer, but still, that is ridiculous. Alright, so 3 there. 4 at face. I guess it doesn't matter. Like, stuff on the ground doesn't matter much at all. Let's just go more at face right now. Actually, do we have lethal here? Let me check. I think we have lethal. So they're at 10. We do... They block here. We get in for... you know what? We have it if this didn't have lifelink. because we get in for 10 points of damage. We can pump this to make it a 2/2 instead of a 1/2, but they block and gain 1 point of life, so they go down to 1, and it wouldn't really be in a great place at that point. So this is fine. Yeah, block and kill there. Gain 1 point of life for funds. No counters onto the Baneslayer. We go for a massive Crisis and hope they don't have another one of those. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. The Crisis gets buffed though. Yeah, you know what? You're right. We did have lethal. The Crisis would go up to a 2/2 and have 6. So yeah, I totally missed it there. All right, we have a lot more cards in hand now. If they swing in, we get them. So 6 cards in hand. All right, that works. Yeah, so you're right. I did have lethal on the last turn. I missed it because Hydra Crisis was a 0/0. I was thinking, so it would have gone up to be a 6/6. Even if they blocked, it would have trampled through. So we would have brought them down to -2, actually. Or not quite. Yeah, it would have been like -1 with the 2 extra points of damage. All right, not too shabby. All right, so overall, Lorescale Coatl, really, really fun. Jace's projection, really sweet. I mean, the biggest thing is that Simic is just busted right now. Uro, way too powerful. All this stuff just kind of syncing together so well. I think that after rotation, it's going to be a little bit more fair, I guess. But overall, the deck is just busted. It's really, really good. Not just busted. I think that we are definitely playing some less powerful things with Coatl and Jace's projection, but like the fun is there. You get to play the really powerful cards. Getting to the occasional like take 2 turns with Jace is really fun too. We didn't play as many things in this video, so I'm going to see if I can actually jump back into some of the free play stuff, maybe add a few games in there. So if you guys saw those on YouTube, that's why, because I went back and grabbed them. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and try to join us on stream for the next videos. Link is down in the description below, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.